BL, Billy, William, Lewis Smith. Meant a lot to me. Very first person I started rocking with, started breaking with, he's the one I learned with. He inspired me to be what I am today.
When I first met BL, he was actually in another crew. His name was Sprocket at the time.
I don't know what a sprocket is, but Sprocket. I'm like, yo, nigga, your name is Billy. Why don't you call yourself BL? And he's like, you mean like BL? I'm like, yeah, nigga. He's like, alright. So like a few weeks later, I see him with a trucker hat, graffitied out, and it says BL on it. And I'm like, yo, that's dope that he decided to use the name and shit.
Every 2 minutes, get to business, yo, get to business. You don't try this.
Each of us have a different role. Members of the crew might describe me as the organizer, the leader, you know, the strength of a backbone of the crew, basically. But I would describe BL as the spirit of the crew, the eternal fiend is the best way I can say.
He was the liveliest person I ever met. He was never like, you know, all like, he was always like happy and shit. As soon as you see him, you know, you can't help but be like, yo, Billy, and he'd be like, yo, and you know, he'd give you the illest dap. His dap, I remember it was just like this. It was like, yo, and you know, he always kept it up here and shit.
As soon as you give him a dap, you just feel the vibe off him. Had a messed up foot, was still coming in continuous hand hops. He was just doing master on his hands.
Trying to describe Billy is like trying to explain life. It's not really just a word or a moment. Like, when I think about Billy, the first thing that comes to my mind and my heart is love. Billy is love. I mean, Billy's passion. You know what I'm saying? Billy is going hard and just living for your dreams and fuck everything else. Okay, you could be broke, you could be this, you could be that, and you still just, Billy always just lived for his dreams, and he was happy. Like, anytime I think about Billy, I can only smile because those are the only memories I have of him. Is just good times.
I was looking for people to dance with because I didn't have nobody else to dance with. So I was just hanging out in front of my locker, and I had like a trucker hat on, and he just came up to me randomly. He was like, "Yo, are you a breaker?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, God, thank you for your prayers." And I was like, "Yeah." So from that on, we clicked, and it was amazing. And the most famous story, you know, we had together was in English class, we cleared out the entire class while class was going on, and we were dancing and we acted out Super Mario Brothers. And I was a turtle. I put my backpack on and I was like, and then he would hop on me, and then I would go upside down like this, and then I would act as a tunnel, and he would jump in a handstand, and I would go like that. But that was one of the best moments I had in my life with Billy. But after that, it was just an amazing friendship we had.
I aspired to be able to do things on the level that he did. My goal was always to be well-rounded. Billy was a little bit more focused on what he wanted to do. He knew what aspect he wanted to conquer. Billy knew that there was a way to just master being good at something. And very few people in their art form can say they mastered any aspect of it, and especially in b-boying. In b-boying, you have very few people who are masters at what they do. And I really do believe that Billy was a master at what he did. You know,
like his style of dancing, I always admired because that's what I do. You know, freezes all the time, and to me, he did one of the best combos. And every time I see him all the time, it was just amazing how he went into them.
I wasn't upset that he like passed away. It was just like, it I was just in shock. But that's why, because it's just like, it is impossible for someone like him to leave. That's how, you know, he didn't really leave, just the physical.
Didn't.
He wasn't just flesh and bone. He was just like laughter, joy, and happiness. He was just happiness, and that was pure happiness, and that was what everyone has, and that doesn't go away.
Now his soul is out there, and he's not there. He's gonna live for eternity. Billy's still gonna be a legend, like to the newer B-boys.
Yeah, man, I just want to say I miss you, Billy. I love you so much. You know, you're dearest in my heart. May you forever be ill. You know, and I know you're up there with God.
May he rest in peace. Love him to death. So is the whole crew. And just want to say that I was very proud of him.
I miss my brother, and it's going to be a struggle to go through the rest of my life without him. But I'm going to dedicate the rest of my life trying to represent what he stood for, and I was to be ill.
You left a mark on this earth, and I respect you for that. I'm gonna keep pushing as a B-boy, personal trainer, just in life. I'm gonna be better because of you. You inspired me, and the X-Fenz. So we're going harder because of you.
Billy, gonna miss you. You inspired many people, even your own enemies. Trust me, I heard it all today. I heard it all.
From knowing Billy and knowing that there was so much criticism of the style he chose, being that we're from New York, there were B-boys who admired Billy and looked up to him. And I hope that moving forward, B-boys who do admire a B-boy who's a little bit different can take the time to let that B-boy know that they admire their style. Don't be so caught up in the bravado that you can't give someone props. Because they never know when we're gonna lose that person, and you're not gonna have the opportunity to give that man his props. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't make you less of a man to walk over to someone and say, you know what, my dude, what you just did, I dig. So I hope that moving forward as a community, especially seeing how many people came out to support from different crews, I don't know how many of those people ever went up to Billy and told him how ill he really was. But I hope B-boys out there in the community can hear this and take that time to make our community a little bit stronger and to help each B-boy who struggles within themselves with their own insecurities to be a little bit more confident and a little bit stronger in their style, especially when they're being unique.
Much love. I love you, Billy, so much. Peace. What's up?